What's up? Bam, we are live. Episode 33 of the SmithSquad Podcast, and this is a special episode for two reasons. Number one, this is actually the first podcast that I have ever restarted in my life. That's right, in my entire life. Of all 32 in the past, I've never been like, okay, this is bad, I need to restart. Like maybe two of them, I've screwed up the intro and restarted the first 10 seconds, but I was 5 minutes in and I was like, this is not going where it needs to go. And I restarted. And the main reason why it wasn't going where it needs to go is because I'm kind of a douchebag, and for whatever reason, I need to wear a headset whenever I do this, like something on my ears. Like I need to feel like I'm in podcast mode. And because I'm doing this solo and I'm at home, I don't have my headset with me. I don't think. Maybe I do. I don't know. Well, I don't know where it is. Anyways, so I was doing this, and I'm like, all right. It just feels weird if I don't have something on my ears. So I'm wearing my Turtle Beach headset right now just so I can feel like I'm doing this normally. I don't know. It's just a weird thing that I have to do. Anyways, episode 33. This is the Boxing Day episode, which is kind of special. Hope you guys enjoyed the Rainbow Perk Challenge. That was a fun challenge. So much negativity was on that challenge. Like, Patrick, you're not doing it right. You didn't get dead shot. And I was just I don't need your negativity. I don't care. There's so many people liking this challenge. You can go home. It's like 40,000, 50,000 people like, yeah, this is awesome. And then there's 100 like, oh, you didn't do this. But it is what it is, and I'm not going to focus on the negativity. And everybody, I would say 99% of the people really enjoy that whole little series. So it was good. All right, let's not mess around here. That was 2 minutes of messing around. I'm not going to waste any more of your time. We got to talk about some stuff. I'm going to take a drink of hot cocoa. Oh, you know what? Pro tip. That's not good for podcasting. It makes your mouth wet, but not lubricated. Not good for talking. It's kind of dry. It's very dry, actually. It's because it's sugary. Anyways. All right. I got to give a shout out to a man by the name of Novera HD. I should have done that at the start. I want to restart, but I can't restart now. I can't do two restarts. That's just weird. All right. Novera HD. This man helped me get my YouTube channel back. So if you enjoy my YouTube channel, you would probably enjoy his YouTube channel too. He does a lot of GTA, but he also does zombies when it's around, and zombies is coming very soon. So what you should do is go search Novera HD. There'll probably be a link in the description, but I may forget it. So Novera HD, Novera HD, Novera HD. If there isn't a link in the description, someone comment down below and remind me, because I will read the comments and be like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. But basically, he helped me get my YouTube channel back, which I'm going to talk about. So if you think he's a good guy, which he is, Tommy's a great guy, you go subscribe to him, because I owe him this shout out because he helped get my channel back. And I told him I'd do this. He didn't ask for it. I was like, look, I know this is unnecessary, but I'm going to help you because you helped me. So go subscribe to him, help him get to 50K. That'd be really cool. Oh man, hot chocolate is not good for podcasting. Just don't do it. Anyways, yeah. So hopefully, link in the description. Go subscribe to him, and we got that off our plate. Now, here's the big thing. I lost my channel. December 23rd, 2 days before Christmas. Honestly, the scariest moment of my life, and I figured we should probably talk about that first. So, okay, all right. Lost my channel. So this all started the day before my accounting exam, which was Wednesday, December 23rd. So I just got back from school, and basically what was going on was I was in one of the buildings just studying for accounting, and I get an email, and it's like, one of your videos has been flagged for whatever. It was spam, basically. Like it was actually 4 videos. It was 4 really old videos from 2 years ago that I had put descriptions in the tags, or I put tags in the descriptions, which you're not allowed to do. You have to put tags in the tag section, but it used to, well, it still is. If you put your tags in the description section, you get more views that way, but you're not allowed to do that anymore anyways. You're not allowed to just straight put tags in it anyways. You're allowed to describe it, but you can't put tags per se. Anyways, it just doesn't matter. So I had done that 2 years ago when everybody did it. It wasn't a big deal at all. every single YouTuber that knew what they were doing did it. So I was like, all right, well, I'm going to do it too, because clearly everyone's doing it. Anyways, so someone must have gone back to seen these 4 videos and look, oh, I hate Patrick, I'm going to flag him. So I get flagged 4 times, or I get flagged on 4 videos for 1 community guideline strike. So that was 1. So what is a community guideline strike? Basically, it says like, the first one is a warning. So if you get 3, your YouTube channel's taken down. If you get 2, you get a 2-week suspension and you may lose monetization. And if you get 1, it's basically just a warning. So the first one, all I got was just like, hey, we saw you doing this. We don't tolerate this, which is really shitty that they do this, because like I'm like a verified partner, and it's just like not a big deal, eh? And like, you don't care. Like I don't know. It just seems like they'd like look the other way for a 2-year-old video and verified partners, but they just do not care. They literally, like, I hate saying literally, but yeah, they do. I don't need to say literally. They don't care. YouTube does not care about their partners unless you're like PewDiePie. And I don't even know if they care about PewDiePie, to be honest. Anyway, so I got 1 flag. I got 1 strike. Not that big a deal. If I don't do anything bad for 6 months, it goes away. All is well. All right, cool. I'll take that. It is what it is. Whatever, YouTube. You're kind of douchey. You're really douchey. You don't have any employees. Whatever, I'll take it. So the next 3 hours were spent basically privatizing my videos and going along and like removing the tags. So I was almost at 1,000 videos, and let me just check this number, because I lost so many videos. Where does it say? 584. Yeah, so I lost like probably 400 videos. I privatized them all because I just didn't want to get flagged for like old videos. So I went through to my old videos, and if it was something like it wasn't that big of a video, or it was just like, whatever, I just privatized it. Now, like, there was a lot of videos that was like, oh, this is special to me, like my very first series, and then like just special videos that I kept, but for the most part I privatized a lot of older videos. And then for the other ones, I just went through the rest, the other like 600, and just, removed any like misleading tags or anything like that. So anyways, it was a long, old, crappy process, to say the least. And this is all the day before my accounting exam. So I was like, you know what? Like, YouTube is more important to me than accounting. I don't care. I have a good mark in accounting. If my mark goes down at all, which it did, it ended up going down like 6 marks because I didn't really study enough for it. But I was like, you know what? It's okay. I'd rather have a YouTube channel than get a good mark in accounting. And that's the truth. It really is. I got my priorities straight. Anyways, so that's what happened. And I was like, all right, this is going to be good. We're going to be all fine. So anyways, December 23rd rolls around, and I've been playing Advanced Warfare all day. I hadn't played in 41 days, so I was just like, I'm going to sit down, do absolutely nothing today. And I played Advanced Warfare from like 12 at noon to like 8 at night. And then, or no, it would have been 7, because anyways, 7 o'clock rolls around. I get a text from 2 Pro Few Games, and it's like, you see your channel? So I'm like, oh shit, this is either really good or really bad. So I'm like, all right, I either just got like 15,000 subscribers or my channel's taken down. And I go to my channel, and my channel's taken down. So I'm like freaking out. Like, I have never freaked out so much before in my life. I've never been so crazy, so like just emotionally like, what the fuck? I don't swear much. I was like, what? I saw it. I just said, what the fuck? So it was a pretty bad moment. So I grabbed my laptop. My dad's like messing around with me. I'm like, don't mess around with me right now. I have shit to get done. And I don't swear to my parents at all. So it was like a big deal. And I run upstairs. I go to my channel, and I'm like, fuck. And I just laid there. I took like a minute time out, and I said, oh my dear God, 2 years of my life may be gone. So, go to Twitter. First thing I do is I go to Twitter. I'm like, all right. Actually, no. First thing I do, I go to my network. Go to my network, because I'm like, all right, if anyone can get me out of this, it's my network. So I'm like, all right, guys. Like, this is the email I sent them. I was like, my channel just got taken down. ... Help me. ... That's all I said to them, which is probably not the greatest, but I was in like panic mode. So anyways, I email them. I get an email back. Sorry, we're away for Christmas holidays. We should be able to get back to you like the 28th of December. Like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? The 28th of December. So I'm going to have to go like 5 days with my channel taken down. Are you joking? No, they're not joking. I still haven't got an email back from them, and it's the 26th. Anyways, I'm like, shit. Next stop, Twitter. So I go to Twitter and I start tweeting the balls out of everything. I'm just like, my channel just got taken down. I don't know what is happening. Can somebody please help me? I'm freaking out here. Like, all this hard work gone for nothing. I posted the email I got. I was talking about it. And then I was like just explaining everything that happened. I gained like 500 followers. Like I was at like 450. I went all the way to 5,000. It was just like I had like 99 plus notifications, like, why is your channel taken down? Why is your channel taken down? So I tweeted it, and then Mr. Novera HD tweets at me. He's like, dude, I think I got you. Like, just like I can help you. So I go to Skype. I'm talking to him, and he has a contact over at Spam 404, which I never really liked until now. And he basically he's like, look, man, I should have you up in an hour. Like, don't worry about it. I got this. And within half an hour, my channel was back up and running. And I'm like, we back, motherfuckers. And it was beautiful. It was beautiful. Well, it wasn't beautiful at all. It gave me an appreciation for my YouTube channel, but it was pretty scary. Like, one of the worst moments of my life. Like, I remember I had a what's it? This is gonna sound so crazy, but I had a teacher like in grade 9. He's like, like we were talking about like suicide. He's like, everybody will have like a suicidal thought like once in a while when something really bad happens, where it's just for a brief second you're like, well, I could kill myself. And that's kind of what I had, like just like a half a second. It was like, well, I could kill myself. And I was like, wait, no, that's probably a bad idea. But like it's like everyone, it's just kind of normal to just have a brief suicidal tendency. I was like, yeah, I know what you mean. I'm not like that. And it was like for the first time in my life, something so bad has happened. Like, I broke up with my girlfriend broke up with me, and I didn't even feel that way. Which is actually hilarious if she's listening to this. But no, it was like just a really, really awful moment. I was like, I need to talk to someone. And I'm like, I don't know who to talk to. And there's like one girl I know who like would kind of understand. I was like, no, I won't bother her. And I was like, wait, I got to go to my YouTube friends. Like, they'll understand. And so I was like texting Ad. I was like, fuck. This is so awful. Anyways, I got reinstated, which is nice. And then I did an open lobby on PS4, and I had like 5 people come. It was pretty weak open lobby. Like, I do so many open lobbies, and it's like, basically, I don't know. Like, here's what I'm gonna say. I get so many messages like, Patrick, play with me, do an open lobby. And I finally do one on PS4, and like I said, I had 5. I think it was me, 3 subs I didn't know, Dan, Cade, and Lewis, and that's the TheSmithPlays. Cade, I always mix up Cade and Lewis. Cade is Secret Soda, and Lewis is Zombies. I know. Yeah, that's right. If you guys are listening, I'm sorry. I just can't. I'm really bad at connecting like usernames to real names. But anyways, so yeah. They're just guys I've kind of met through the whole YouTube thing. Like, they were kind of subs, and then they're cool guys, so I just started like playing with them and stuff. But it's like, man, like, I get so many messages every day, like, Patrick, play with me. And there's finally an opportunity. And there were like 3 subs that came out. But you know what? I actually had a great time, and I don't even mind. It was a blast. So I was like, whatever, like, everyone else is lost. But that was basically, that was the story of that. So channel got taken down. It's all good now. I had to talk about that at the start of this podcast, which is actually 15 minutes in now. Pretty sad. All right. What are we going to talk about next? I got to restate my thoughts on weed. I got to do this. Okay, so last episode, I went on a kind of a tear talking about marijuana. Why I think it should be legal. I think all drugs should be legal. And basically, if you don't know, here's my thing. Here's my main argument is there's already laws in place for people who do bad things. Doing the drug itself isn't a bad thing. it's what could come of that drug that's a bad thing, but there's already laws that's in place that will protect people from if someone does a bad thing. So basically, my argument was drugs, there's no need to put people in jail for drugs because there's already laws to put people in jail for doing bad things that they might do on drugs. And obviously the counter argument is drugs will increase the likelihood of people doing bad things, which you're absolutely right. But here's my argument with drugs. And basically what I said is you shouldn't put people in jail for doing drugs. You should take the money that you'll spend on putting them in jail and keeping them there on giving them rehab. Because once they get out of jail, they're going to go right back to drugs. Whereas if you give them rehab and you give them the help that you need, and like I had a lot of people who said like my uncle is addicted to like heroin or like opiates or meth or whatever family member. And I said, yeah, like I'm not saying like meth, let's just say, is a good thing. But would you rather him go to jail because he does meth or that money be spent on him getting rehab? Like that was my argument, is that it's stupid to send someone to jail because that's not really going to do anything. Like what is that going to do? Okay, he goes to jail for a bit. Then he comes back out. It's like, is that going to stop him? Like, oh, I don't want to go to jail. Like when you're an addict, that people who are addicts don't think like that. So that was kind of my argument, is like, don't punish them, help them, because punishing them, like they're not like 5-year-olds, right? It's not going to deter them if you're an addict, right? You know, you'll destroy your entire family. So anyways, that was kind of my argument about most drugs. But then there was one I said about weed. And basically my thing was like, I think more people need to smoke weed. And the people that I think need to smoke weed are the people that don't smoke weed. So like I said, I'm not really, I'm not a partaker of the marijuana. Oh, I'm so hot. I'm wearing a onesie, by the way. I'm really hot right now. Ugh, okay. So like I said, I'm not a partaker in the marijuanas. It's just not really my thing. I just prefer alcohol. I don't really like smoking anything in general. Like I don't really like, actually I've never smoked a cigarette. The only thing I've smoked is like cigars, and although they're cool, I just don't like like it's just so gross in your throat. So I don't smoke. But weed, I think, is my argument was more people need to smoke weed because there's so many hostile people out there that just need to chill out and just kind of enjoy themselves and not be so I hate the word egotistical, but lose their egos and just be happy, right? Lose your self-worth and just be happy about it. So everyone kind of was like, oh my God, like he's saying like we should smoke weed. Like you're such a bad influence on everybody. And I had a moment where I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, I see exactly what you mean. And I need to re-say what I'm saying, because I don't want like a bunch of kids going out and smoking weed. And like from a business standpoint, I mean, yeah, like it's probably not good that I'm saying that, but like it was more like oh man, if I was 13 and like I heard that from my favorite YouTuber, that's probably a really bad thing. So here's what I was trying to say about marijuana. My first thing I did say, and I think a lot of people missed it, is I did mention like it is really bad on your brain if you do it before like a certain age. Like really affects you in a bad way, and a lot of people don't accept that, and that's like pretty like in the psychology world and just like medical world, like it's pretty widely known that if you if you smoke marijuana at a young age, like probably before 18, 19, maybe even 21, I don't know the exact date, it can be really bad for you. So like please do not, like if you are young at all, like don't, man. Like I never, like I still haven't, like I never did when I was young, and I have a lot of friends who did, and it's like you're not really affected a lot, but like you have a pretty bad memory, and it's like I have a feeling that was probably the weed when you were 15 smoking up. But like it just like please don't. Like drinking isn't good for you either. Drinking's bad on your body, and it's also bad on your brain. But like I just want to push that forward. Like if you're 21 and you're an adult, like you can make that decision on yourself. But like if you're younger, like please don't do it. Like I'll say once you're 21, once you're 19, do whatever you want. Okay. I'm not saying do it, but like, you're at the age where you're an adult and you can make your decisions, but don't do it at a young age, because like the bigger thing is people who do it at a young age are like I don't have a real number. I'm just going to say twice as likely, but I'm going to say 5 times as likely to like do it a lot when you get older. So it's like, just simmer down. All right. So that's what I just wanted to say. Like, if you're young, please don't go around thinking that I said that you should do drugs. Cause like, I don't want you guys to do that. Okay. And I felt really bad after I made that podcast. Cause like, oh, that can get so misinterpreted. Whoa, what did I just do? I was like, that could just get so misinterpreted as me saying the wrong thing, which I did not want to do at all. I just wanted to say, basically, I was saying I don't think people should go to jail for doing illegal drugs, because I think they should that money should be spent on them going to rehab and getting the help that they need. And as far as marijuana went, I like it is a relatively harmless drug. But it's just when your brain is still developing, it really can affect you. So, yeah. And I mean, like when I say relatively harmless, I mean in comparison to like meth and heroin. Clearly, weed is not as bad as meth or heroin. But like I said, not a smoker myself. I don't recommend you be. But if you're gonna like just wait a bit. Yeah. That's all I wanted to say, guys. I just felt so bad that like I came off wrong. So if you didn't listen to the other podcast, like that's what I meant. And if you did listen to the other podcast, that's what I meant. Now that being said, there are a lot of drugs out there there's just a lot of drugs out there, and you wouldn't want to live in a drug-free world. And people say, yeah, I hate drugs, whatever. Okay, well, would you want to live in a world with no drugs that when you go to the hospital, like the doctor can't put you under? Like, would you want to live without that? No. Okay, and don't say like, oh, well, that's a different case. No, drugs are drugs. Drugs are drugs. You don't want to live in a drug-free world. I see you drinking your coffee. That's like people saying like, oh, drugs are bad when they drink their alcohol and their coffee. It's like people who say I hate corporations and then tweet it from their iPhone, like because iPhone was made by a corporation, but they just don't get it. And like drugs are all kinds of drugs are drugs, and you get what I'm saying. You're picking up what I'm putting down. All right, we got that. We got that sorted out. So we got a few more things we got to talk about today, guys. We're only 22 minutes in, too. That's not good. 'Cause I only have 3 more topics. But you know what? Oh my God, I'm just onesies. So I got a onesie for Christmas, and I gotta say, like, I'm not sure how I feel about it. It's really comfy, but like your temperature just fluctuates so hard. Like before I started this podcast, I was freezing, so I had a hot chocolate, and then my body temperature just went way up because I think it just absorbs heat really well. So now I have like my shirt off, and I'm just in the pant part, and I'm like sweaty, but I'm cold at the same time. This is I don't know what it is with onesies. It's like everybody got them for Christmas this year. Like I just knew 2 guys on my residence who had them. I was like, oh, I want to get a onesie. That looks great. And then all of a sudden, everybody has onesies, and I'm like, oh, I'm lame. So I don't know. That's me. By the way, there's probably no gameplay to this podcast. I should have mentioned that at the start. That's really awful of me to wait 23 minutes in. But I don't have any like gameplay with me right now. Like I'm at home with my laptop doing this. So like, if this goes up, it's probably just going to be no video. Might be. If there is video, then I'm a freaking badass and you better like this. Okay, so I'm a view whore. Advanced Warfare Campaign or New Year's resolutions. Well, Advanced Warfare Campaign, I don't really want to talk about that much, but I will eventually. I'm a view whore or New Year's resolutions. I'm a view whore, okay? I'm just going to say this. Everybody says that I'm a view whore, and I need to retaliate against that, because to all the people out there who hate me and say that I'm a view whore, you're wrong. You're wrong, okay? No, that is not right at all. I am a money whore. I'm not interested in getting lots of views. I'm interested in getting lots of money, okay? People kind of have been like saying like, oh, Patrick, why do you only do 12-minute episodes? Like you're such a view whore. And it's like, no, like views don't matter to me. It's money. I'm all about making money, okay? No, but here's the thing. So everyone's like, Patrick, you're a money whore. As of recently, I don't know. I guess this just kind of happens when you get bigger. Like why do you only do 12-minute episodes in your live comms or whatever? I should mention though, the Box Roulette Challenge had a 16-minute episode, 13, a 15, then a few 12s. Okay, so I know you don't like that. You want longer episodes because Mr. Alec JD or Lagan or whatever other zombie YouTuber or Syndicate, they put hour-long videos. Here's the thing. Honestly, at the end of the day, it doesn't really come down to views or money, to be honest. But views are money. So like views and money, they kind of go hand in hand. Here's the thing, basically what it is I don't have a lot of time. I'm really busy with school. Like I'm a full-time student, plus I do YouTube. It's a lot of work. And I don't have time to do an hour of gameplay every single day. So what I do is I'll usually cut up like an hour and a half video into 5 pieces and just put that out through the week. And that's what I've been doing this whole semester. But more importantly, that's what I've been doing my entire channel. Like if you go to all my videos, I do not have many series that were longer, like that each episode was longer than like 20 minutes. Like very, very few series will have parts longer than 20 minutes. Like Mob of the Dead No Purchase Challenge 15. And people said do shorter episodes. Revisiting Noct 10, 11, 11. Origins, Box Roulette, 12s across the board, a 13, an 11. Custom Zombies, that was a little bit longer, a 12, a 16, a 14, a 10. But basically, like for the most part, I have always done it in less than, like anywhere between 10 to 20. I usually try to aim for 12 to 15. I feel like that's the sweet spot for most people, but there seems to be a very vocal minority that wishes there were longer episodes. And yeah, like here, like point challenge with Dave, like 15, 16, 16, 15, 16. It just, for me, it's easier. And it has nothing really to do with money. It has nothing really to do with views. Although I would probably say 10-minute videos will get more views than a 15-minute video. And a 15-minute video will get more views than a 20-minute video. So the longer the video, the less views, but the more view length. So definitely upload. I'm just being like totally transparent with you guys. Uploading shorter parts will definitely get me more views, and it will definitely make me more money. I don't know if it'll make me more money, because if the person watches the video for a longer amount of time, that means that view will earn you more money. So it's like less views for more money. So it's kind of like the price times the quantity. So like the price would be like the amount, the money I get for that one view times the total amount of views. So with a 10-minute video, you get, like, let's say the person watches the whole way through, you get 10 minutes. You get 10 minutes of views times 40,000 views, versus like a 20-minute video, it might be 20 minutes times, I don't know, 30,000. So it might make me more money, but not necessarily. But it definitely makes me more views, which at the end of the day, views don't really matter. I don't know. I don't really care about my views. I like to see a high number of views, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter that much, because it's all about that money, that YouTube money. No, but seriously. But basically for me, the reason I upload in, like, I would say generally 12 to 15-minute parts is because I've been doing that my entire career on YouTube, and I figure why stop doing that? Like Mr. Dalek JD, he's known for uploading really long parts. That's how Mr. Dalek JD uploads. He probably has a lot more time. I don't know. But for me, I just don't have that kind of time to upload like hour parts every single day. And that's the thing, is I promised you guys I will upload every single day. I've missed in the last like 800 days, I've missed one day. I missed one day. So I upload every single day, guaranteed. And that was a fluke. That was totally a fluke, but it did happen. So I upload every single day. But, a 12 to 15-minute episode. And most people are happy with that. There'll maybe be like 10 to 20 comments saying we'll upload longer. And then the rest, the other 40,000 people seem to be relatively okay with that. So as far as everyone's saying I'm a view whore, not really. I'm just lazy. Which I don't like your insults don't really carry a lot of weight with me. Like a view whore? No, I'm a money whore. Yes, but if you're not a money whore, you're lying. Okay. Actually, that's something I want to talk about. And I've always felt this way, even before I was a YouTuber. I felt this way. Why do people say this to YouTubers? Is you're a money whore? The only people who say that are people who have never worked a day in their life. Okay, I'm a money whore. Like you're saying, all I care about is making money. You're saying the only reason I'm doing YouTube is so I can make money. All right. Oh, I want you to tell me, like, why do your parents work? Do they work because they love it? Because if they loved it, then they would do it for free. No. So you're saying that your parents work for money. So under your logic, your parents are money whores. Yeah, it's true. Your parents are money whores. My parents are money whores. My parents work because they want money. Now, my parents, like, they both like their jobs, so there is some sort of sense of fulfillment there and enjoyment. But at the end of the day, if it didn't make them any money, they probably wouldn't be working the hours they work. Am I, like, you know what I mean? Like, yes, you might like your job, and yes, I like doing YouTube, but I wouldn't upload with the same tenacity and frequency if I wasn't making money. And that's what everyone says. Like, like, Patrick, if you weren't making money from this, would you still upload? And yes, absolutely. Would I upload as much? Maybe not. I don't know. Because, like, when I thought my channel was down, then I got an email saying they were going to take away my monetization. I was like, oh, damn. Well, I'll probably still upload. So, like, am I a money whore? I think everyone's a money whore. I think if you're not a money whore, then you're probably living in the wrong country if you're living in America or Canada or anywhere in the Western world, because everyone is money whores. We're under a capitalistic system. And that's the thing, is, like, people don't get this. They say, oh, I hate capitalism. Okay, you're working your job. You're being a capitalist right now. You're trying to maximize your money, bro. You're just really bad at it. You were lazy, so you got a job. And you're just not a good capitalist, but you're a capitalist as much as Steve Jobs is, as much as the people who own Walmart, people who own McDonald's, person who owns a local, like, just franchise, like one store. Maybe they own their own local business. They're a capitalist. You're a capitalist. You're just not good at it, okay? Like, at the end of the day, everyone's out to make a buck. And if you say, you're a money whore because you like doing YouTube, well, yeah, I friggin' am. And, like, I've been saying this since the start of my channel. I was like, man, if I get the opportunity, like, to get, like, some sponsorship deals or something, like, I'm taking it. Like, so, like, guys, just, like, no, like, if Pepsi wants to sponsor me, like, bam, we'll get a big old Pepsi circle right in the middle of the video. I don't care, because I'm a money whore. Now, that being said, I don't promote things I don't like, which brings me to my thing, which I was going to say, is we've had some freaking pre-roll ads going up on my video of me. How badass is that? I didn't even know that was a thing, but my network was like, They messaged me and they're like, hey, like, we got this opportunity deal with Borderlands. And I was like, my network's full screen emailed me. They're like, we got this opportunity with Borderlands. Like, do you want to take it? You'll make X amount of money plus, like, your actual views. And I was like, friggin' rights, I do. So I was being a money whore, kinda, because, like, I like Borderlands, right? So I, like, wanted to promote it. And basically I made, like, an advertisement for Borderlands. And I was like, okay, cool. Now the thing with that is, like, it wasn't, like, real Borderlands. And I don't know if I can, like, down these people now, because, like, I sponsored them and stuff. But like, I'm not saying anything bad. It wasn't Borderlands. It was interesting, and, like, I really enjoyed it. But it was like, whoa, this is weird, because it wasn't Borderlands. It was Borderlands, but it was, like, the story behind Borderlands. And I like Borderlands. I think it's such a cool game. I haven't played it much, but it's so, like, I love watching it. I watch so much Borderlands. So I was like, yes, like, I'll definitely promote this. Like, Borderlands is a great game. And I was playing it. I was like, okay, this is definitely different. But I think if you are really into the Borderlands storyline, you will definitely like this. So I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm going to promote this, because I think there will be people on my channel who are interested in this. Now, if it was some random game like Hobie Schmobies Herpy Dur, I'd be like, okay, well, you know what? I'm not promoting these people because this thing sucks. Like, this thing sucks. Like, with Borderlands, I was like, I don't know if everyone's going to like this, but there's definitely a market on my channel that would like this. So I'm going to make a video because I'm a money whore. I want to make money. And I think some people on my channel would like this. So as far as the sponsorship deals go, I'm never going to promote something that I don't like. If it's like, okay, this is awful. Like, I remember a while ago, there was like a channel, like, if you shout this out at the start of the video, you'll make like $10 per every 1,000 views or whatever. And that's like a really good amount of money. Because it's normally like $1 to $2 every 1,000 views. So it's a good amount. Totally just gave up how much money I make, but it doesn't matter. Anyways, So, like I've had opportunities like that where it's like shout these people out and I go to their channel and I'm like, these people suck. Like I'm not shouting them out. And I've shouted out some people that are good, but I don't shout out everybody because it's like, no, like I'm not going to shout out something that's awful because just for money. But I will shout out something that's good that I think you guys would like. So anyways, coming to my second ad, which I think it's still running, is for Crunchyroll, which is it's like an anime thing. And my thing was like, oh, sick, because I don't know if you guys I've probably mentioned it a few times, but I have been binge watching Dragon Ball Z, like so much. It's probably, I want to say October 10th I started watching it, and I have like 10 episodes left, so I've watched the entire Dragon Ball Z. It's like 300 episodes, so I've probably watched like 280 episodes of Dragon Ball Z in like 2 months. Like I just freaking love Dragon Ball Z. I never, when I was little, I watched it a whole bunch. But anyways, I'll get back into that in a sec. So I had this Crunchyroll thing, and what they are is basically this anime. Like they have anime on their website, whatever, and it's like really like high quality done, and like you can get 1080p and all this stuff. And I was like, oh, okay, well, I don't really like anime. And I was like, wait, I've been watching a ton of Dragon Ball Z. Like, this is something like I can promote and feel like I'm not being a complete like douche rip off of. And they didn't have Dragon Ball Z on. And then I was like, okay, well, like if there's no show that I've never watched, I'm not gonna promote this, because like if there's nothing on here that I've ever watched, like that's kind of douchey. I won't do that. Anyways, there was one show called One Piece that I used to watch. It's like this guy who's like a pirate and he's really stretchy. I did watch that like a long time ago, so I was like, you know what? Yeah, I'll do this because I like Dragon Ball Z. That's an anime, and then there's a show on here that I like, so I'll be good, and I'll feel good, and like I'm not being a complete money whore, even though I am a money whore. It's like, you know what? It is. So we've had two of these like pre-roll ads, and the way I figured is like, number one, it's like I am promoting something. I'm like, yeah, I think you guys might like this. You might, I don't know if you guys are interested in anime. It's kind of something that's not for everybody, but there's at the same time, like, I didn't think I was gonna like Dragon Ball Z again, but I did. But it's just, I figured, would you rather watch an ad from like, God, I don't know, someone weird, like, let's just say Mitsubishi, like a car ad that you've probably seen like 1,000 times before, or an ad from me that's like, oh, look, it's Patrick. That's kind of cool. Like I've seen people comment like, oh, that's so cool that Patrick was in the ad. I was like, yeah, like I figure for you guys, it's probably better to see me in the ad than just some random guy, because it's like, oh, that's kind of cool. Like it's the guy I'm about to watch, so it's relatively more entertaining than if it was just some random company. So I figure for you guys it's probably better, and for me it makes me money, and I'm a money whore, so it works out. Anyways, back to Dragon Ball Z. I'm so in love. I can't believe it. When I was little, like maybe I can remember like where I'm sitting right now in my basement. There used to be a TV. And I remember sitting on the floor, like maybe 5 feet away from me, watching Dragon Ball Z. And that was probably when I was 6 or 7, maybe. Like, would have been like grade 1, maybe. So that would have been like 2000, 2001. So it would have been Dragon Ball Z reruns, probably. Anyways, best show freaking ever. So I was like, okay. Like when I was really little, I remember, I think if like there was like a series, God, I don't even know what I watched when I was little. But anyways, there's like 3 main parts of Dragon Ball Z. There's the Frieza, which is the first bad guy. Then there's Cell, and then there's Majin Buu. And when I was little, I think I watched the Frieza and the Cell, but I never watched Majin Buu until I was like older, and I was like, probably like 10, and I remember watching it. And then I like watched it all the way through though, right? And then I was just like, one day I was like, I had finished what I was watching on Netflix at university, and I was like, all right, I need something new to watch. So I was like, okay, well, I was like, wonder if Dragon Ball Z, like maybe I'll just like watch a few episodes, just like, kind of kick back, remember it all. So I was like, all right, well, I'm going to watch the Majin Buu, which is like the final kind of boss of the Dragon Ball Z realm. Like those episodes. Like, all right, like I'll watch a few, see how I feel. So I watched like the first 5, and I was like, whoa, this is pretty good. I was like, okay, let's keep watching. So like watched that whole like little saga. So that was probably like 80 episodes. And I was like, all right, I'm going to go back to the very first episode of Dragon Ball Z and watch it through to where I started from. And I'm almost there. And that's really sad because like I'm just going to go to their website and just see how many episodes there are, cuz it's a lot. Like it's so many hours of Dragon Ball Z. It's not a good thing. Okay, so 276 Celebrations with Majin Buu. So that was the final episode that I watched, and that was 272. 272. So let's say 272 times, I'm going to say 19 minutes an episode. So I'm probably at like 262. Like I don't have many more episodes left. So let's just say 260 times 19. So that's almost 5,000 minutes divided by 60. That's 82 hours, which is over 3 days. So I've put 3+ hours into watching Dragon Ball Z, and I am good with it, man. I've gone back and I've watched all the shows I used to watch when I was little. Like I've watched Yu-Gi-Oh! And I'm like, oh, this isn't good at all. This is lame. I've watched Pokemon, and I freaking love the Game Boy games, but I just can't watch the show. I find it so stupid. But Dragon Ball Z is just badass, and I think it's going to be badass for the rest of my life. And Dragon Ball Z actually motivates me to work out. Like when I like this show, I'm like, they're just such badasses in the show. It's like, man, like I want to be like them. So, bam. It's nerdy, but I don't even care because it's a great show. And I'm on hot chocolate. Oh my god, hot chocolate is so bad for this podcast. It's just words don't flow as well as I would have liked them. So yeah. Anyways, at the end of the day, I am a money whore. Oh, look at that. My friends text me. So here, because I always throw a text into here. Had you thought about going to Champions tonight? Definitely on the table. All right. So what else we got? Advanced Warfare campaign or New Year's resolutions? I'm going to go New Year's resolutions. All right. So it is December 26th. And at about this time after Christmas, will probably be more so tomorrow, everyone's going to be like, oh, I'm so fat. And then they're going to be like, oh, you know what? I'm going to need to make a New Year's resolution. And most people's New Year's resolutions is that they're going to get in shape. They're going to lose weight, whatever. And I'm here to tell you, if you are going to do a New Year's resolution, you are going to fail. 99 out of 100 times, people who do New Year's resolutions fail, because this is the thing. If you need a new year, if you need like something like that to make you want to start to work out, it's not going to last. It's just not going to last. If you need the start of a new year to be like your motivation, like, oh, fresh start, I'm sorry, but it's just not going to last. You need to say like, no, I want this. I'm going to do this today. But see, people will say this is their flaw. They say, I'm going to wait till the 1st. So they'll be January or December 27th. They'll say, I'll wait till New Year's and then I'll do it. That's the thing. You're waiting for like a kickstart. You're not gonna be your own kickstart. New Year's is gonna be your kickstart. So you're gonna start on New Year's. You're gonna be like, all right, for your first week, you're gonna be great, along with the rest of all you stupid New Year's gym goers. I freaking hate. Oh my god, words can't even describe how much I hate you. You're stupid because you're all gonna fail. Anyways, God, I'm so negative, but it's the truth. Okay, so January, everyone goes to gym. It's so packed. Like the first week, you can't even like get on any sort of anything because all the weights are being used. It's just stupid. It's so busy. It's just ridiculous. Like I'm sorry, I'm tired, but it's just out of this world packed. And then after about 2 weeks, it starts to dwindle down. And that's your first round, right? So there's your, like, I've been going to the same gym for 3-4 years. I kind of know, I got it. I understand it now. Like, so your first round, first 2 weeks, packed, just absolutely packed, stupid. After the first 2 weeks, That's going to be your initial quitters. Those are going to be like your fat people, your really lazy people, just your unmotivated people. Not the I'm too busyers, maybe not. Some I'm too busyers. So that's like your first round of people, and that's like mostly cardio people who they just go. And at this point, you can only do so much running on a treadmill. Like I absolutely agree with them. If I was doing them, I would probably have quit before them, because running on a treadmill, to me anyways, is the most boring thing ever. Like, I hate running in general, but I understand why people like to run, but I don't understand why people will run on a treadmill like 5 days a week, or like, let's even say 3 days a week every week. Like, that's just the most boring thing I've ever heard in my life. You're just like, I can do it for maybe 5 minutes at max, and I'm like, all right, I'm done. This is stupid. So people do it anyways. And anyways, your first 2 weeks, though, that's mostly your cardio people. Like I said, like your fat people, your really lazy people, your very gym noob type people. And those are mostly people on the cardio machines. And like I said, if I was in that situation, I would quit after the first day. I hate cardio that much. It's just so boring. Anyways, I probably sound like an elite gym guy here. I'm not, but I just actually I've been working out for like 4 years for football, so like I know a thing or two. Okay. Anyways, after our first 2 weeks, we're kind of, it's getting better, but it's still crazy busy, because here we have like the people who have worked out before in their lives. Like, these other people, the first 2 weeks, they're like, I've never really worked out, I'm just gonna do this. They go. Then we have like the people who have worked out before, but they can never really stay for more than a month at a time, and they always quit. And they've probably done this before, and they're kind of like the people who will go on the machines, maybe do a little bit of free weights, like bicep curls or something like that. But for the most part, they're pretty inexperienced too. They like to not really do a lot and just kind of stand around and get. I don't mean to say get in your way, but just like be like they don't have, like, just this thing. It's just gym etiquette. Like, it's basically, at the end of the day, it goes back to the last podcast. Like, don't be a cunt. Like don't just take, if someone's on something, don't just take it. Like, if someone's using something, you don't just take it, right? Like, they're using that. It's just, like, don't like walk right in front of someone they're doing an exercise. Like, just simple things like that. They don't really understand that, whatever. And that's like your first month. And then those people go by February. And then I would say maybe by the end of February, the remaining people who are gonna quit. And then like maybe 5% of those people who started New Year's resolutions are still on it. And then they're the people who you kind of become friends with, and you're like, and they get indoctrinated into the whole gym. And the gym I go to like shut down, and now I'm at school, so I don't go there anymore. But I did go there, like I said, like from grade 9 to grade 12. And it was like, I didn't start at New Year's. I started probably November. So when I started going, it was like really dead. And then January came up, and I kind of like got like moved into the gym crowd, and like I say hi to people. Like, I know all the, like, because it's mostly adults, but I know everyone and say hi and stuff. And you kind of get into it, because like people get respect for you. They're like, all right, this guy isn't just like someone who's gonna come for a month and leave. This guy actually works out like 4 or 5 times a week. This is a respectable guy. He's a good guy. We're gonna talk to him, right? And all my friends, we kind of got into it, right? And that's what the New Year's thing is. It's like the 95% of people, they just, that by 2 months in, they're gone. But if you manage to make it to March, okay, like, that's like, you're like, okay, this guy actually did New Year's resolutions. He's actually good. And you like, people just kind of like warm up to you because you've been there for that long. And I've noticed that every year there's been like there's been a few people that come to mind that you notice, like, they come at the same time that you go. Like, there's just what I did is after school every day. It was the 3:30 gym crowd, and that was the people who got off work at 3, or the school kids, right? And it was just a crowd, and like there was like all these guys that everybody knew, and like every year it was the same. Like, New Year's people come in, everybody hates them, and then slowly they just die off. And by March, there'll be a few people left, and those people get to join the 3 p.m. gym crowd. And then people leave, people move, and so the numbers kind of stay the same every year. But at the end of the day, most people who start New Year's resolutions don't finish them. And that's what I'm trying to say. That was a really long way around it, but I just get on big old tangents. Anyways, I don't know. Like, to me, it's like, if you want it, that's what I say. Like, people say like, oh, I want this, I want that. I say, do you really want it? Or this is the thing. People want the outcome. People say, I want it. They're not thinking about everything. When people say they want something, they want the outcome. They don't want to be a part of the process. They want to skip the process and move straight to the outcome. They say, all right, look, I'm going to go straight to Google and just give you a perfect example. How to get 6-pack abs in 2 weeks. How to get 6-pack abs fast. How to get 6-pack abs in 1 month, in a month. How to get 6-pack abs in a goddamn minute. Okay? That's what I mean. People want the outcome, but they don't want to be a part of the process. People don't want to have to work to get what they want. They want to get things instantly. They want to become successful. How do you get rich fast? How to get 6-pack abs fast. People don't want to be a part of the process. But the thing that successful people realize is you will never, the outcome can't be what you're looking for. The process is what you have to be, is what you have to want. Because if the only thing that's pushing you is the outcome, then you're never going to reach your goal. It's the same for YouTube as it is the same for becoming successful financially, as it is the same as becoming in shape. With YouTube, for me, I knew so many people who started YouTube because they want to be big on YouTube. They want to get lots of views. And for me, it was never that. It was, I want to make entertaining content. And that's the thing. When I started YouTube, I was part of the process, and I wanted to be part of the process. Whereas these other people that I knew, who honestly, all of them, pretty much everyone I know that when I started and they wanted to be big, they've all dropped out. They've all dropped out because they didn't want to be a part of the process. They wanted to be part of the outcome. They wanted to have 100,000 subscribers, but they didn't enjoy the process. They didn't want to do the process. And if you're not going to enjoy the process, then you're never going to reach the outcome. And that's the thing, is it's weird. The people who want the success are the people who won't get it. And the people who aren't looking for it, the people who just want to do, just want to make YouTube videos. They just want to have fun and enjoy it. They just enjoy working out. They like feeling good and being healthy. Those are the people who achieve it, not the people who are like, I want 6-pack abs. It's hilarious, but it is so accurate. I got a buddy. He set 3 provincial records this like about a month ago for weightlifting, for the clean and jerk, the clean, and the snatch. Basically all 3 putting like 280 pounds to his shoulder, from anywhere from his shoulders, taking like the weight on the floor to putting it to his shoulders and then putting it over his head. Like, that's really impressive. So anyways, he broke 3 provincial records his very first time. But see, here's the thing with Adam. He was on the podcast. When Adam started working out 4 years ago, Adam wasn't like, this is where I want to be. Adam was like, man, I really like working out. I really enjoy doing this. I feel great, and it's just fun, and I like gaining weight and getting stronger. But Adam didn't start it like, I want to break 3 provincial records. He wasn't looking for the outcome. He just wanted to be a part of the process. So you see what I'm saying is, with New Year's resolutions, people started thinking, they start it for the wrong reasons. They start thinking, okay, my New Year's resolution or the outcome I want is 6-pack abs, or I want to get better grades, or this. But they don't think, I want to be a part of the process. So it's a weird little mindset where the people who want it don't get it, and the people who aren't necessarily looking for it end up getting it because they're not focused on getting it. They're just focused on enjoying it and doing them. And like I said, it really does apply for everything. The only thing I could say maybe it doesn't apply for is school, because school, you're so like, it's so forced upon you. But for most things where you have the choice to do it. Now, I'm not saying like when I started YouTube, it was like, it wasn't like, oh, I just want to make videos. Obviously not. Like there was in my mind, I was like, I want to get, more subscribers and I want to be big. But the key difference is and I'm not just saying me specifically, because, I'm sure Adam, the weightlifter, he was like, I want to be big someday and I want to be strong. It's that you're willing to go through the struggles that it brings, the struggles involved with reaching that point. And that's just the big thing that so many people don't realize. I got a friend, he kind of wants to be a rapper, but he doesn't really want to be a rapper. He wants to have the lifestyle associated with the outcome, but he doesn't want to go through the process of being a rapper. It's such a tiny change in mindset. But if you don't stop thinking about, I want to just get this, and you really think okay, how can I do this? Because I have friends now, I'm in a weird spot where YouTube just came and it just happened. And I have friends who, I have one friend who wants to be a DJ, and to him it sounds extremely unrealistic. And I'm like, yeah, it probably does. Because when I started YouTube, I was like, oh, I'm never going to be able to make a living off of YouTube. And now it's becoming realistic. And my friend's I want to be a DJ, but it's unrealistic. And I'm like, man, why not? Why is it unrealistic? The only reason it's unrealistic is because you're doubting yourself, right? And that's totally fair. You're going to doubt yourself, whatever. But if you stick to it, you will do it. I never believed it. And when I told my mom, my friend wants to be a rapper, and she's like, he could never be a rapper. That's hilarious. And I was like, what do you mean he could never be a rapper? She's like, Evan, do you think he could be a rapper? I was like, yes. If this is but he's not talented. I was like, no. No one was talented when they started. Well, I mean, I'm sure there's some people who were talented when they started, but most people, when they started something, weren't talented. They worked towards it and they got good at it. And if you want to be a rapper, then that's what you do. If you want to be whatever, it really is putting your mind to it. And I never believed that. When I started YouTube, I didn't believe it. And then I uploaded every single day, and 700 days later, it's whoa, I guess I got pretty good at this. And it's just a skill you develop. And I mean, even with YouTube, if I was to end this today, I would walk out of it with charisma. I can speak great. I'm good at public speaking. I'm good at ideas, video games. I have 5,000 followers on Twitter. So if I ever needed to market something, or I started a new company, I could be hey guys, check this out. And I have 5,000 followers that can go and, whatever. So YouTube is it's really good for me, because I have having an internet following is actually such a big advantage in the world. And just getting connections with people, just contacting others, you can send your army over and be hey, guys, go tell them I said hi, right? You can just do things like that. And it's just, I don't know. It's just cool. But anyways, what I was, that was kind of a long way around it. But New Year's resolutions is, if you want it, this is what I'm just going to say. If you really want it, start today. If you really want your six pack, start eating healthy, start doing your core work today. If you really want to become a successful YouTuber, don't wait till the January 1st, start today. Because that's 5 days you won't have. And I know 5 days is nothing, but I think okay, if I was 5 days behind, if I was 5 days behind where I am right now, I would be at about 180,000 subscribers. I'm at 187. That's 7,000 people. When you really think about it, that's a lot of people. That's a lot of friggin' people. 7,000? I've never seen that many people at once, I don't think. So when you think of it like that, it's not a big deal at the start, but those 5 days, you'll never get those 5 days back. So why not start now? Because if you really do want it, if you're really driven, you'll start now, because you don't have 5 days to waste. Anyways, guys, it always comes at the end. It always comes every week. There's always a Joe Rogan, bam, I hit my flow, and it's always at the very end. I'm oh, I gotta stop. But anyways, don't be a pussy. Don't be a pussy. No, I'm not gonna end it on a negative note. Man, just do it. Anything you want, just do it. Go get your six pack abs. That's what I'm gonna do. It's actually so sad, but it's almost a New Year's resolution. But it's more like to do with the start of my second semester, but basically I want to get in shape, but like I've been working out forever, so it's not like I'm just starting now. It's just like I want to like focus more on it, and I also want to focus more on YouTube, and I want to focus more on not having a girlfriend. That's a big thing. Don't have a girlfriend. Girlfriends are bad, actually. Oh God, girls are. I don't even want to talk about girls. Anyways, guys, that was Smith Squad Podcast episode 33. Nice little motivational speech at the end there. I like that. Hope you enjoyed that. There may or may not have been gameplay. If there wasn't, I apologize, and I will talk to you later. I'm just waiting for it to hit an hour so I don't feel bad and I hit my mark. Bam, that is 1 hour. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed that. Top 5 coming out tomorrow, I think. Yeah, top 5 coming out tomorrow. Sweet guys, bye. I love you.